I believe, is the vessel that God has used to bring and unite people together. Even though the CDC covered up what was happening to African American boys, and they've had a history of atrocities, medical atrocities, it has touched everyone. Autism knows no respect of person. Neurotoxins going in any child's veins can affect them adversely and damage what would have been a very beautiful life. Vax has been the tool to bring us together. We're in a spiritual movement. I believe that with everything in me. God is the pilot of this movement, and it is a national movement. When you decide, when a government decides that it's going to go to fascism and medical tyranny and take away the republic's right of democracy, people are going to rise up. And this is about us rising up. And that's why I used get off the bus, because it is time to stop believing the lies that we're constantly fed. When you've got 270 more vaccinations coming down the pipeline, it makes you wonder, how did society exist without vaccinations before? Because they did. Nobody ever tells you that slaves lived to be 120, 130, 150 years old. Nobody says that. Eating medium chain fats and only root foods and greens that they could grow in a garden with no shoes on a dirt ground, hands constantly in dirt, enough sunshine to provide the vitamin D that they needed. And they lived and in their right minds without benefit of all of these diseases that we currently have. People around the world have lived well without that. And Vax is going to have another purpose, because now what's happening, Vax is going to move into the international market. The Italians have bought the rights to distribute Vax, and Vax is going to go all over, because the atrocities that are happening, they're not just happening here, they're happening all over the world. But the difference is we are a republic. We are united under one God. It's printed on the money and is in our pledge of allegiance. And yet we have corruption that is massive. So we're in the midst of a movement, and this movement is going forward. I said it and I'll say it again. This is our America, and we're not going anywhere. And whomever has decided that we should come down and become a part of a tyrannous, medical, corrupt society where they can do what they want to do to us, treat us like we're the guinea pigs and the lab rats, while they enslave us and use our tax dollars to pay for a vaccine injury court, while the pharmaceutical companies are getting wealthier and wealthier, billions of dollars with no liability for what they've done. And they don't even have to test these vaccinations because they have no liability. It can't stand. America can't stand like that, but we will stand, because God is rising up his nation, and we're going forward.